Yeah, a reason we are reason. Union Television, Bobo Sa, original Devon Clark. Blessed love to each and every one. Blessed to Union Television. We give I and I this opportunity. You know, for raise with the people and our respect to all I and I fans out there, out in the music world. You see me? Right now, two new album has been released for Devon Clark. One by Bentback label from France, and the next one by Digital English in England. And as far as I am concerned and can see, they are going on very nice. The people them taking to the tracks, you know. And everybody know that Devon Clark been around for a long while now, singing reggae music. My first release was 1986, you know, from Jamaica, Dynamic Record, Color Kodak, and the Darker Shade Rhythm, and all these things. And I even went to Europe 2002 on a tour with the great Legal Shot from France. And all these things have been happening in I and I career, which I and I thank Union Television for give I the opportunity to come and reveal these things to the people. You see me? So fans or friends or whosoever loving of culture music can, you know, go and download and listen to these things on YouTube or on Facebook or whatsoever. Most of the platforms in music you can find Devon Clark. You can Google Devon Clark, our original Devon Clark, known as Bobo Sa, because I was traveling with the name Devon Clark for a period of time and reaching into New York City and chatting as a Bobo Shanty and being around Don Juan studio, which in even I did some 45 for Don Juan label, picking up the bits and pieces and revelation and giving them problem for the great Don Juan label. And while being around there, I saw the great Yami Bolo. I know that Yami Bolo is a very good friend of Tenasa. And as they say, I am like a branch from Tenasa and Nitty Gritty, which the whole world knows. So at the moment when I was at the studio and we was doing some work, Yami Bolo was there also. And Bolo looked at me and said, Devon Clark, you're a Bobo Shanty and you sing like Tenasa. So originally your name is Bobo Sa. So, you know, with the mystics of time and with the mystics of Jah, which in I and I as God and goddesses know, say God tried through man. Because that's why God didn't make man in his own image. That's him could have do works through I and I. That's why I'm saying, if you can't love your brother when they beside you, you can't tell me, say, you love I and I. We're in, you see me? Yeah, chant to I and I, but I know they're exactly around you at the moment, but in a spiritualness and your brother around you physical, and you're not show your brother that kind of physical love where you would even say, yeah, chant and pray and ascend to the Almighty, which in all man, when manifest and come live, becomes Almighty, because we're created by an Almighty. We may be a lesser God in certain powers, but treading the earth, we are mighty. We all became mighty because you have to be mighty to tread through the womb, to tread through the portal, you know, through the womb and the portal, to manifest, you know, and come in the 9 months and all these things and manifest and come trod forward, you see me? And keep your structure together to reach a stage where you can do things, you can say things, you can be recognized, you know? So we see this godliness within I and I self, you know, so we trod in our godly way. So now people would say, you know, Devon Clark is not that I'm not different. I can't be different because I am human. You see me? But there's certain order. There's a thing we name the great Emmanuel, which you see I and I sitting in front of Melchizedek, which them say one away. One, but it's still like a million. One, but it's still like a billion. Because there's many Melchizedek throughout the world, which is a order or a principle within oneself. And honorable respect to the great Marcus Garvey, which you see also, you see me, which is the great Marcus Garvey say, look to the east for the coming of the king, which is Emperor Haile Selassie, the Almighty Creator. I and I Creator will come manifest himself. Because him say, I couldn't be unjust to make man in my image and make man mortal and don't come trod in mortality also. So I and I, Father, trod in mortality and trod in the highest form of mortality. Emperor Selassie I Jah, Rastafari Almighty I Jah, Rastafari Kadamawi, Exabir, Emperor Selassie I God Almighty Jah, Rastafari. And that is one of the most beautiful songs I have right now. A tune where I say, I know big 45 keep me hanging in there. Hey, that's on the bent back label in France. And a Lexus or Benz keep we hanging in there. Hey, I know no Lele keep we hanging in there. Hey, and a Q45 keep we hanging in there. Hey, it's just the works of Haile Selassie every day. It's just the works of King Selassie every day. Keep I and I hanging in there. Holy Emmanuel I Selassie I Jah, Rastafari. That is one of the tracks on the bent back label name Hanging in there. And we have a next track on the said bent back label, which that song even started from even said down one studio. Big up to my brethren Purdue on the guitar, the acoustic guitar, enough rehearse and all these things. And who them want come flap? Can't put no battery in a Rasta man bug. Who them want come flap? Never know Rasta man done gone pan top. Them want hide out of the race, them want take prep for the track before the race start. Fans inquire that a champion artist missing from the track. That track can't put out, that the track they have to stop. Them want angry like clothes where them hang pan rock. Couldn't find no one we put in our spot. Ticka ticka tack, Bobo saw tell them that anytime we come, you know a boom shack attack. Holy Emmanuel, I respect to the great Tenasa and to the great Nitty Gritty, cause I was inspired, more than inspired by Nitty Gritty and Tenasa. Cause when I used to go to Youth Man promotion every Thursday, I used to see the great Marvally, otherwise known as Tenasa, singing. It was a total inspiration for I and I. When I used to see Tenasa come in front of the mic, and when Tenasa come in front of the mic, he was one of the greatest freestyle singers, as if he could just touch a punchline and it's like a song made, you know. Down a Westmoreland, the long teeth man, them and yam man, and the whole place mash up. You see me? I'm saying, ring the alarm. No worry, when him say that, you know, say, it's like havoc in the place. You see me? Oh, what a wago, a pumpkin belly. Lord God have mercy is the next thing that again, you see me? So I was inspired because many times when I went to Youth Man promotion, because of my link with America and Europe, I had a lot of visitors that came to Jamaica, where they call them tourists or big promoters or big people coming to the place, and I always have a transportation or a rental around me, Devon Clark, going to these occasions and all these things. So many times I went to these dances or these occasions. If me never on the list to perform, sometimes I dedicate that is not my sound. My sound was Roots Unlimited. I said sound where in a Cartina Avenue up in I said Kingston 11, there were Shabba Rankin top or 11 and 12, Cartina Avenue, and the next one named Roots Melody, which that was the sound where Shabba Rankin depan. And me did amongst a sound named Roots Unlimited. That sound there was a sound where Jim Kelly, Muma Liza, Burro Banton, and all these people use the microphone, which in I as a juvenile get that microphone to use. So, you know, so that was a total inspiration. Although Burro travel with the mic, my apologies, Burro, manners and respect. I know so Burro travel with the mic from such time. Burro Banton always travel with the microphone, go to a dance. Say, who know Burro Banton and the music fraternity know that. Say, Burro travel with the mic, go to the dance. Holy Emmanuel I Selassie I Jah. Honorable respect to those foundations in the music industry. You see me? And as I was saying, I did some song for one of Burro's producer too, the great Bobby Candace from At 97. Song like Stop the War, Make Them Go and Talk, Ganja Man, and all these things. The song that I did for Bobby Candace say, no cokehead come and gone, but weed man live on. With a youth by the name of Yankee B. That song was on an album from VP named Reggae Gold from 1996 or something like that. Because it made me perform in Tower Records in Manhattan. You know, VP anniversary, and that was a beautiful occasion, you know. Respect to Bobby Candas, you know, because Bobby Candas seal up those occasions for I and I that I could go there and perform, you know, with all the top echelons in the business, you know. So as I am saying, blessed respect to Union Television for making this occasion possible. Because I am in the studio at the moment right now, even working, same way. And as I say, I have a EP at the moment, which is finished, but the other things must seal up totally. And the name of this EP, which will be released by my label again, Declaration Music. You don't know, and I respect to the great Junior Reid and to all artists or all people in the music where say, yeah, me go branch off and be a indie and have a little label for myself, although my voice for other international people. You understand what I say? So me have a little label named Declaration, which I release 3 albums now. I released 1 album by the name of Against All Odds, tribute to Tennessee Nitty Gritty. I released a next album, Dusty Road, which was assisted with Vinny, a great man by the name of Vincent Alio, which was a producer for that. And now I have a new album, a EP, which soon to be released. It named No Peer Pressure. Cause at the moment, you see what is going on, all the schools and all the place which is certain things are happening. So you have to say, I wonder what they are teaching inside of the school, you know. Wonder why total attention are not being paid to these children. You see me I say? So even back in the days, I did a song pertaining to that same thing. When Nitty Gritty say, good morning teacher, long time a reacher. The same time I did a song in Jamaica, not the same time, but a song branching off of that for a label by the name of Crossroad Production from Newark, New Jersey, and it was come back teacher, come back, come teacher, chili boom day. Come back teacher, come teacher, come on now. Teach you about we roots and teach you about we culture, chili boom day. Teach us about alpha and omega, alright now. Cause you know, right now in the schools, there is a blockage on religion, or not really religion, but on godliness. People having a kind of spiritual energy within the school, you know. And that is a lot of things happening in the school now, which is very hurtful, because I am for the kids, I am for the youth, because I am forever young. I will be a child as long as I live, because I am a child of the Almighty. So every child, my heart goes out for them. No matter the race or no matter the creed, because it's only one race, the human race. There's one race, is the human race. And if you should say anything, all cometh out of the black, the darker shade. All cometh out of the darker shade. But because of psychological and intellectual inferiority, people try to create a kind of ideology about with race, which them say black and white race. God never created no 2 race, or no 2 race was created. It was just a human race, one alpha and omega, one mother and father, one mother and father, one mother earth, one father time, mother and father of iration. And then we have enough ethnicities, because enough regions which you were birthed or grow. So you choose the region and look like the region where you come from. But this black and white thing is not a good teaching. You know, there's a lot of teaching inside of the school, and if we out of the school. That is why, you know, you see the juvenile them look like they are being taught, but it's like they are not being taught. Because it's not nobody going inside the school and doing anything. It's the youth that are inside the school rejecting peer pressure or teacher pressure, education pressure, whatsoever pressure. And then, you see me? God bless the mark and cross it off. I wish it never happened, and I wish it don't happen. Because all of us have kids. All of us have grandkids. All of us have family that have kids. So nobody wants to see these things happening. You know? So as I say again, respect to Union Television for giving us this moment on YouTube. You know, Devon Clarke, original BOBO star, treading the earth as BOBO star right now. Respect to my brother Yami Bowler. Respect to the great Sammy Jed and the great Johnny Osborne. East New York, a Union, me say, Atlantic and Albany, big up CMA. You say me a deal with Holy Emmanuel I Selassie I Jah Rastafari. Yeah.
From the new album, I one thing, me have to go now one track from the new album, as I say, when you peer pressure. And the track I fight where me I go, me have one on the YouTube where out there named Premium, but me I go to the one where the track where me I say, me nah go do it, no me nah go do it. See every iguana add nothing to it. Me nah go do it, no me nah go do it. No farmer peer pressure, Rasta man nah support it. Me nah go do it, no me nah go do it. See every iguana add nothing to it. Me nah go do it, no me nah go do it. No farmer peer pressure, Rasta man nah support it. Temptation come, be to the one who cause it. Me nah have no secret to hide, not even clothes me no keep in a closet. Who them want come water down, them can't give me no basket. As them give it to I, Bobo saw just toss it. Me nah go do it, no me nah go do it. See every iguana add nothing to it. Me nah go do it, no me nah go do it. No farmer peer pressure, Rasta man nah support it. Misery, love company with no negative vibes. Don't come to me, I'm a hopeful man. As far as you can see, me no walk in a crowd, me no walk in a no posse. Hey, me nah go do it, no me nah go do it. See every iguana add nothing to it. And the lead track I said the pan video now on YouTube name. Pre them a pre me, like them want be me. Me no see them. Everywhere me go, me say them see me. I've got my work to do. I've got my work to do.